even still, like we jump to these outsourceable tasks, right? But when I even initially talked about this, I wasn't even talking about outsourceable tasks. I was literally talking about little things, like, for example, putting air in the tires. Ladies on the panel, when the last time you put air in some tires? When the last time you got down on your knee and you
I
got a
just
man in
did
your
my
life? I
oil
mean,
change. I literally just did my
I
own
did
oil
it.
change yesterday, so
I mean,
I don't
how
That's what
count.
I'm saying. My dad was one who taught us these things
Yeah,
just
my
in
dad's a
case, because
master
we're
Y'all are
mechanic.
if you
phenomenal
have
women.
I'm
a
not
man,
okay,
if
transgender.
the
Y'all are
man is
But
not
phenomenal women.
around and you have to take care of it, he
The
wanted
average woman
to
ain't
give
doing this
us
though.
skills in order to
okay,
do that.
okay, so
all
here's
right,
the
I want to
thing.
respond because
For
ladies,
me, I'll be honest. If I were not with my man, I would probably have to do it by myself because I live alone. Even then, I've learned no, I can just go to Discount Tire; they'll do it for free. I found other ways to be more reliant, work smarter, not harder. But Wednesday, my car
right,
was messed up. He called somebody to fix my car for me. I don't have to do those things. I don't have to think
Mhm.
about them. They're second nature because he takes care of them for me. All I do is tell him what the problem
right,
is, and he go and resolve it.
right,
That's
exactly.
that's part of the gender roles I'm talking about. You don't have to stress about that. Like I said in a speech, I'm the one fixing shit. So even if I can't do it personally, I'm the one making a call. You ain't got to worry about it. Only thing you got to worry about is letting me know. And I'm taking care of the rest. You ain't got to worry about how much it costs. You ain't got to worry about how long it's going to take. Don't worry about that. You take my car until it gets fixed. And once it's done, we good. You ain't got to worry
So
about that. You just worry about keeping me a hot, my belly full, my sack empty, and this house clean, and we good.
so I'm,
I,
I'm curious. Are the ladies on the panel saying essentially that when they have a man in their life, they're saying that them and their man equally share the lawn duties and the changing of the tires and the putting air in the tires, and they equally bring the groceries in the house, and they equally carry cement bags around, and they equally get on their
Hell
knees and dig
no.
whatever need to be did, and they equally dealing with the plumbing and all. Is that what y'all telling me?
no,
No,
and
Is
I
that
absolutely
y'all
don't.
not.
I
expectation, or
think
do y'all
I'm an exception to the
is there a
rule,
certain
is all I can
expectation of
say.
women
It's
to
never,
I think it
Because
depends on the
it's
couple.
never equal.
yeah, I'm an exception. I know most women, so I can't say most women. I know for me in my house, I'm the one that typically does the fixing only because that's stuff that I enjoy doing. My dad taught us certain things and I took a liking to it. And so I enjoy doing those things. Like I lay tile, I do floor tile, I do backsplash. I just remodeled I'm well still working on it, my laundry room. Those are just things that I enjoy doing.
right.
Miss
There
Richard,
So
have to
So
I
you are
know.
is your
an
bougie
exception.
friend, is
So
your
I
bougie
that's
friends
what I
doing
said.
that
I
too?
know I'm an
Right,
exception. I
you an
know that's
exception.
not
Is your bougie
general.
That's
friends
like a
doing that?
craft.
You said most of your friends outsource shit. You think your bougie friends can do all that shit? What you just said as a woman?
No, I
You know,
said no. I
Right,
said
right,
that.
right.
I
I'm
said that.
sure,
I said that. I
and
know. I said I know I'm different in that regard.
I'm sure they be asking you like, "Girl, can you come over and do my towels too?" You put
I
that
tell them
on
how
them.
to do it though.
Can I add though?
That's a fact.
Now there probably are rare, exceptions where women will, like I said, I love to cut the grass, I love to do yard work, but women are not they're not cleaning out the gutters, they're not carrying cement bags, but that's because we can't. Well, some women can for sure. I'm talking about like
okay.
men
the
though,
majority.
men are men for a reason. And we appreciate you. And that's why I'm willing to do whatever I have to do in the house to make your life easier because I know you're working those longer hours. You have more stress on your back than, that I'm carrying. So that's why I don't really look at it like you're not helping enough in the house or whatever. No, I don't look at it like that. Like I'm going to do whatever I can to make the house function and also make your life easier. And I'm fine with gender roles. Those don't bug me.
I will also
But
say that I have a
I,
broken wrist mentality. So for me, it's this expectation. Like I remember when I first moved into my apartment, he saw me carrying like 3 or 4 bags. He grabbed majority of them. I think I just carried my purse into the house. I have a very much so broken wrist mentality. I don't grab doors. I like the
Amen.
most minuscule thing that I can think about. He does, and it's literally second nature. Even down to lifting what it don't matter, right? Like I'm calling maintenance for majority of this stuff because I live in an apartment. I'm not finna make my man work extra harder to come and do something that maintenance can do. But when I bought a new bed, he came and put it together. It was just like second nature.
You see, I would love to do that. I wouldn't even ask for help because I just enjoy doing that.
But not only did he put it together, he made the bed afterwards. We did that together. But I will say, when we're talking about yard work, something that women used to do that we don't do anymore, we used to garden. We used to plant things. That's not a commonality for women anymore. So a lot of us are not even homeowners. And that's not a specific demographic. That's just in general. A lot of us are not homeowners. A lot of us do reside in apartment complexes. And because of that fact, when we do get into the home, that's not a lot of women nowadays to get into horticulture. A lot of women don't even care for plants. They don't care for flowers, the idea that we used to. But furthermore, again, a lot of us don't have to get up and go to the grocery store. Where we were sitting there making complaints about, I sent him to the store, he got the wrong thing. A lot of times there is Instacart, there's Walmart online, there's Target pickup, where you can literally just pull up, sit in your car, and the first 5 slots is waiting for an associate to come out and pack up your car for you. So convenience is being given in multiple ways. We're only talking about the little small things. There are literally some HOA services here in Texas. They provide you with the lawn care service that everybody uses, because if you don't keep up your yard, these people will come and you'll be sent the bill. It's literally what it is. So we're talking about nuanced things in regards to what's happening in the house. But I'm going to say this, and I'm going to end it on this. If your man not washing his ass or picking up behind himself, you should have known that before you said, I do. That's a you problem.
All right, y'all. Moving on to the next topic. I mean, I guess everybody does what works for them in their particular situation.
Also, what? One thing we didn't take into consideration, everybody said a lot of good things. People work allotted work schedules. Not everybody works a 9 to 5 schedule. I think a lot of these conversations are basically circled around the middle ground of most typical 9 to 5 people. There's people who work like 3 to 11, 6 to the graveyard shift, right? And all over the place. There's people who work part-time here and then a full-time over there, right? Like, I think there's a lot of nuances and details that we haven't really covered. And I think that also plays a huge factor, because while you may work at home and someone else works somewhere that might be an hour commute away, do you expect that person to come home after 2 hours of commute each day, 5 days a week, to pick up and do things that you would normally have done if you were home? And you don't have that time. So that person has about 10 hours a week taken away from him due to commute. But yet you have 10 hours in the week that you could contribute in many small factors that offsets that time of that person not being there, right? So I think, those kind of considerations are things that people need to also navigate through.